All right, people. How we feeling? I don't know why the intro didn't start. I'm not sure if we have a special guest, but let me know where you're coming in from. It's Tim. It's been 8 days. It's been 8 days since we won the FA Cup. It's been absolutely incredible. Um, and I have to recommend this if you haven't listened to it yet. Uh, we got about 9 minutes to kick off here, and I'll try to keep us updated on the other scores going around. I got like two things watching. I'm trying to watch like the multi-view while keeping an eye on the game here just to see what the scores are, because it's going to be an interesting final day. But if you haven't listened to it yet, I cannot recommend enough listening to the 5 Live radio stream. It really got me at the end. But I loved listening to Clinton Morrison and Sean Deitch. I mean, they are the combo I had no idea I needed. It was absolutely incredible. And so I listened to it, and at the end of it, I got more emotional than I did at the end of the watch along. Um, I think it was the overwhelm of it, because the buildup, I knew it was coming, the buildup on the radio, and you could just hear it. And you could hear Clinton's excitement. And I think in the final whistle, I just got completely overwhelmed. And it definitely got me. So yeah, really felt it. It was a great listen, and yeah, can't recommend it enough. I thought it was amazing. Um, so there's a lot of potential stuff. We'll talk about this briefly. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, and I'm going to bring you to the stage, Patrick, because I want to talk with you about this. And I now have to like change our screen. There we go. There he is. How are you, Patrick? How you feeling, man?
Morning, morning, Tim. How are you?
I'm
I'm
really
good.
I'm really well.
I'm good. I'm gonna jump on just a little bit, but um and just talk a little bit. But I got stuff to do. But I want to jump on and just say hello and see how you're doing today.
Yeah, I'm great. I was just saying I was listening to instead of watching the straight replay, I listened to the 5 Live radio commentary, and the
Yeah, I've
Deitch
done that
Clinton
too.
Morrison commentary was fantastic. I thought it was so great,
Yeah,
Patrick.
yeah. You know, yeah. I listened to that. I listened to the BBC Radio London has a dedicated play-by-play of the entire match. I listened to that yesterday too when I was driving around. So no, a lot of them. Listen, I grew up watching. Well, I grew up listening to football on the radio. Obviously, when I moved to the States, I listened to the on Saturdays to BBC World Service to get the scores and stuff. So I love listening on
Yeah,
the
sure.
radio. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was great. It's good stuff. Yeah.
the tension was, and I just loved listening to Clinton, like the rest of us, begging for for the final whistle. It was just it was so fantastic. So when it went, I felt like even more emotion. I felt like this sense of overwhelm that I don't even think watching it live, I'm not even sure I felt it in that moment. By the way, the vlog was unbelievable, Patrick. That was so great. It was so heartfelt. It was wonderful. I loved it. Thank you for doing that.
No, I was glad I was able to capture it. It's taken me a few trips over to get it down right. I'm only upset that I missed the goal, but honestly, when the first goal went, I actually got the phone knocked out of my hand onto the ground. I have the footage. I'm not gonna say that was funny, but after that, I made sure like for the Munoz goal, it was just like I made sure I grabbed. I had it really tight in my hand, but I mean, honestly, I wanted to capture the moments that were important,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
could either keep myself or for everybody else. But it was great. I mean, man, what an emotional day. And again, I only got really emotional at the end, as you guys could probably see on the video. But
Yes.
during the match, I would sit down, I'd put my hands together and pray. I'd stand up, I'd walk around a little bit in little tight spaces. But it was great. And to have D there, Louis, again, my son was in a different section, but to have those two next to me and Louis' dad, who's also a great guy, and Louis' mate, it was a day we'll never forget. Honestly, I'll never forget it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that's true for all of us, and for those of us who were watching from afar. I think it meant, it was nice to see the people that we interact with and what it meant to you there in the stadium. We got some vibes from that, and it was fantastic. It was so great, and I'm so glad you're able to do that with Xavier too. That was super fun.
That
Um,
was all. Are you watching the coverage? Because they're doing the Guard of Honor now. Because
yeah,
Palace won that.
I can see they're coming out right now. Do you see?
Yeah.
Have they done the Guard of Honor, or I
They're
just see
doing
them
it.
coming out?
Liverpool are doing Palace doing it for Liverpool right now. So I'm guessing what will happen is Liverpool line up. Yeah, they are. They'll line up
They're lining up.
next, and then
Okay.
Palace will come down. That's brilliant, by the way. Liverpool doing the God of Honor for Palace. I love that. So
That's so great. I love this.
yeah.
So yeah, I can see the Palace players lined up, and they're doing the Guard of Honor for Liverpool right now, and that's
And now the Palace players Henderson. Yeah, this is so very classy of Liverpool to do this for us. Honestly, it really is. I love it. Look at that Henderson. Oh man, I might start crying. This is unbelievable. Wow, this is
I
so
think you're a
great.
little
This
bit
is so great.
ahead of where
Yeah,
I am, but
yeah. Okay.
I could see this. Yeah, I could see the Liverpool players going through, and now they're gonna line up and do. This is Patrick.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
how
so cool.
incredible
Oh,
is this?
never thought I'd ever see that in my lifetime. I'm not gonna lie about that. Forget about winning the cup. Imagine a guard of honor being done for Palace. Wow, that was
Look
awesome. I
at
love that.
this.
That was really
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
Class.
So they're going through right now, and
Yeah.
Henderson's going through. So I
Yeah.
think you're about 30 seconds ahead of me. But I'm just in there. Patrick is making me emotional. This is incredible. Well,
No,
I
it is.
can't
It's
even believe
actually
it.
no. That is amazing. I love that. Yeah, that's great.
What a
Um,
day this is. What a day. I mean, absolutely incredible.
are you by yourself
Um,
today on this, Tim? Are you doing it by yourself,
yeah,
or
yeah,
somebody gonna jump on with you?
that's fine. I mean, I would love for you to stay, but I you may
I'll,
want to
I'll,
watch the game.
I'll jump back on. I'll come back on for halftime for sure. Give you my
Yeah,
thoughts
yeah,
after, and
yeah.
I'll come on before you end the stream also at the end of the game.
Yeah,
All right. So
that's
enjoy.
totally fine. Yeah, I'll see you at halftime. Great
All
for
right.
you to come on. Thanks,
All right. Then
Patrick.
take care.
Yeah, you too.
No problem. All right. Bye bye.
All right. So we'll have Patrick back on at halftime. Let us know how you're feeling. Um, yeah, I mean this is great. And thank you. This is fantastic. Thank you for that, Zane. Yeah, champions respecting champions. I absolutely love it. Thanks for everybody coming. Um, yeah, I mean, terrific. I don't know. Let me just put up the banner here. We could quickly talk about the starting lineup. The subs bench is a little light because both Ben Chilwell and Nathaniel Klein were um, sick. You know, they were cut out due to illness. So we have Henderson, Munoz, Richards, Lacroix, Lerma as our back three. Mitchell and Munoz at the wing backs, Hughes and Kamada in midfield, and then our front three of Sar, Ebbs, and Jean-Philippe Mateta. So we got a vibes match going here. Let me do this, make it a little easier so you could see it. And yeah, it looks like the atmosphere is great. I mean, looking forward to it. Just looking forward to seeing this. I mean, it does, Warren. It does feel a bit like a dead rubber game, but I think it's also just a game for us to savor. You know, savor the fact that this is, you know, something we've never got to enjoy before this point. And, you know, hopefully it would be great to get the 3 points here to do something special, get to 55 and maybe get up to 10th, or if, you know, results are really crazy, then we can get to 9th. I mean, that's unlikely, but it's we can just enjoy this. We can just enjoy an incredible day. Yeah, like what Winters, you know, says here. Nice to have nothing to worry about while others, you know, scramble around for their European places. Yeah, exactly right. And we'll talk a bit. We may talk a little bit either at the end or in halftime. You know, we could talk about, you know, some of the complications for Europe. I'm honestly not bothered. I think we're in good shape here. Although Lyon technically does go into the Europa League as of the PSG winning the French Cup yesterday. They destroyed Reims, and they made it not very close, like from the very beginning. So let me just pull this up slightly. Getting ready to see a bunch of balloons. This is nice. Like, what a vibe. What a great vibe. Did you ever think you would see this day? I mean, I never thought it, and I haven't been following the club nearly as long as everybody else here, but I'm waiting for kickoff here. So just to get the clock going, looks like Pals is ready to kick off. So yeah, should be interesting. Should be interesting here. All right, let's see what we got. And we're taking a kneel. Okay, taking the knee. I mean, that's great. Time to celebrate. There's kickoff, and we're off. All right. So Hendo with the first long ball here, and Richards with the head tennis, and here we go. Let's see what we've got here. I mean, this should be a fascinating match. Outcome doesn't matter, but obviously we want, and I want, everybody wants, we want to get something from this. Yeah, I'm here, and Twisted saying, I'm here for the win. I'm with you. And you know what? You know who shares that with you, Twisted? Oliver Glasner. The man wants every point. He is here for it. And you know what? I love that about him. I absolutely love that about him. And Warren is saying, I was going to ask you about it, but I did mention about it on his pod. I think I haven't heard what Kieran has said. But so if you give me a heads up on that, Warren, maybe we'll talk about it at halftime. But Liverpool, not surprisingly, controlling the opening here with possession. Bradley out on the right. I expect that. Nice by Ebbs. Nice by Ebbs. Oh, nice control by Ebbs. He's feeling it right now, by the way. Ebbs is just playing some of his best football, and it's been really fun to watch. Nice by Richards. And here we go. Kamada up on the break. Out to Mitchell. Back out to Lacroix. Hughes on the turn. Back to Kamada again. So I don't think I'm not expecting we're going to see a lot of crunching tackles. Oh, nice idea by Mateta there. He's trying to get it back to Ebbs. Doesn't get it quite there. But we're playing slow. Everybody's kind of slow pace. Nobody gets hurt in this game. That's kind of what it looks like. And you know what? I'm okay with that. To be honest. Let's just see what happens. But here comes Bradley back out again. Who pinches that? I didn't see who pitched that. Nice by Mateta, but gets kicked back over. Looks like I can't see who that is. Looks like Gakpo here. Gakpo with the ball into the area, out for a corner. Mitchell out for a corner, covering that back post. Showing a lot of Jurgen Klopp here. If you're a Liverpool fan, I'm just curious. I think Zane is the Liverpool fan who's here. What did you think of Jurgen Klopp's comments? I'm just curious. So corner coming in here, 309, 310, 311. This is Zoboslai on the ball. Nice by Yuzi. Nice by Ebbs. Nice by Ebbs on the break. Nice by Ebbs on the break. Oh, tries to get it out to JP, just gets cut out, but very nice. Nice break by Ebbs there. But yeah, I'm just curious because that seems to have divided the fan base. So I can see on another screen here, we got Forest, Chelsea, Forest on the attack. Oh, they're lucky that's not a penalty. Forrest had a shout for a penalty there. I'm not so sure. Very nice to Munoz. Nice to Kamada. Kamada out to, that ought to be a throw in. Munoz. Sar. Back to Kamada. That's a good idea by Kamada, but little too strong. Here's Bradley. Game's speeding up a little bit. Just a little bit. Throw to Palace. Yeah, and I loved this too, Earth. I mean, that was what a moment that is. What a great moment that is. Forrest putting some pressure on here, I can see. Kamada again, nice ball. Nice ball into Yuzi, nice ball into Sar. Sar turns and not quite good enough to Munoz. Sorry about that. Okay. Liverpool back of the ball. Look at all the balloons out there. Yeah, seriously, Animal. Like, I love this. FA Cup champions versus Premier League champions. How good does that sound? It sounds phenomenal. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely. That looks... JP getting in on the ball. I think that's a throw into Palace here. Very nice by Lerma there, by the way. Covering. Lerma has really established himself as a decent second choice center back. He's done really well there. Mitchell on the throw in. Back to Mitchell. Oh, that was an opportunity for a pretty good 1-2 there. Doesn't quite get it. I think it's another Palace throw in. There's another Palace throw in. No, Alex, he just couldn't make it. Is he having his lucky omen haircut? I have no idea. I have no idea. But no, he just couldn't make it today, and Lou couldn't make it either. So it was really nice, Patrick, to pop in for the pre-match, and we'll see him for maybe a couple minutes post-match and during halftime. But yeah, it is a celebratory mood, which is great, but it's nice to see Palace not just like laying off. Nobody's trying to do anything too silly, but nice by Ebbs here. All right, a little messy in the middle. Yeah, we'll talk about this at halftime. We'll talk about this at halftime, Animal. But honestly, I think it's probably fine. But the issue is that very nice ball. That's a really good ball by Kamada. That's good defending by Van Dijk, but that's the right idea by Kamada there. And really nice. Whew, what a great ball! How about that? Wow! Wow! What a goal! I mean, that was poor by Liverpool, very lazy by Liverpool, but what a goal that is. Sar with the opener, 8 minutes in. This is very lazy. This is very poor. I'm not sure that Bradley is. Yeah, I think it is Bradley. And then that's Mitchell. That's Mitchell. Just grabs it. And I mean, they just cut him right open. Very nice by Sarr. Great finish. Absolute terrific finish. That's just lazy. That's lazy by Liverpool. How about that? All right. 1-0. Palace 1, Liverpool 0. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. And the Liverpool fans, they're still I don't blame them. They're still celebrating. They don't look like they're pissed. They're just living their best life. And I don't blame them one bit because this does not matter. They are champions of England. They deserve it. When they really needed the wins, they put it into everybody. So fair play to those fans. They should absolutely live their best life. You do you, Liverpool fans, because absolutely that was well deserved. Very well deserved. Good ball by Mateta. Another good ball by Munoz. I mean, that ball is on, by the way. That ball is on. That's a little bit spicy by Hendo. He just knocks it straight out. But I agree. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, I agree. And Sarr was unmarked. He just ran right into the area. You're not going to get many easier goals than that, I'll tell you what. Blocked by Liverpool. Still 0-0 in Forest Chelsea. That is a huge huge match, I should say. Slow build up by Liverpool. Van Dijk on it. Uzi coming to close them down. Not really giving them much of anything. Nice. Very nice by Lerma there. And also very nice by Kamada. Nice by Ebbs. Oh, good idea. Ball just gets cut out. Very nice by just good defending by Lacroix. Well, now they are starting to push on that Mateta. They're starting to get up on Mateta, so might need to get it into the channels here. Trying to return ball. Very nice by Mitchell. That should be a goal kick. Nice by Mitchell to handle Salah there. How great will you chat? Tell me has anybody here voted for Sarr as your player of the season? Is he your player of the season? I already told folks that I voted for Munoz, who but there's like 5 players who could be Palace player of the season. Okay, Liverpool on the attack here. That's Gakpo, back post. Nice by Hendo. Nice by Hendo. Have you voted for Sarr? Because I think he's got a genuine shout for player of the season, without question. I think Hendo's got a legit shout. And of course, I think Munoz that's a really good ball and a good turn very good by Kamada. Very good. That's a huge Animal. You got to take some props here, Animal. I got to give you some props right there. That moment right there where Kamada just fights for the ball, shows some strength, and just gets on it. Absolutely brilliant right there. Very, very good. You were the first one to say he was absolutely going to show that he's ready for this league. And boy, has he. I think he's been sensational these past several matches. And that turn and just staying on the ball, winning a physical battle. That's something we were not seeing early in the season. Well, we're seeing it now, and he looks great. I'm so happy for Daichi. I'm just thrilled for him. Very nice. Goodbye. That looked, I think that's Lerma again. Lerma's been terrific, man. Go on, Ty. I like that. I'm not giving him anything. So, Animal saying too many to choose from. Mateta, Lacroix, Munoz. Yeah, can't blame you. Can't blame you one bit. He's been outstanding. JP has been nice by Munoz. Very nice by Munoz. Should be a throw into Liverpool there. Oh, offside. Offside flag goes up. Going into the 15th minute. Forest 0, Chelsea 0. Big game there. Jean Maths. I think the Kamada red card was a turning point. Since then, he has been tremendous. Was it? I mean, I feel like the Villa goal during the League Cup was a big moment. I also think the West Ham match where he is in there because Wharton wasn't quite fit. He looked really good in that West Ham match. And I think since that point, he's just gotten progressively better. And then the last several games, he's been tremendous. I wouldn't say you're wrong there, but I think for me, that West Ham game was, man, holding them to no shots on target and just making them look like a Sunday League team was, honestly, it was great. It was very fun for me personally because it was just rinsing Graham Potter yet again. But yeah, you could make that argument. I think you could. Looks like so Diaz on the ball outside the area. Very nice. That is a class interception by Ty. Oh, but Salah wins it back. Ty slips. And nice by Lacroix. Nice by Lacroix. Little bit scrappy there, but players back and back post again. Well, so far, we've got that back post covered because that is where they're going. They are 100% looking for Salah at the back post. So clearly they have drilled that. And Palace have also drilled defending it because Mitchell has been there and Lerma has been there. So we need them to stick with that. That's a good one too. And that's good by Munoz. There's Diaz. Back to Gakpo. Trying to find space. Yuzi on him. Mateta. Everybody's back. So there's a little bit of pressure here from Liverpool. That'll be a corner. Fair point. Many players would not have recovered from the stick he got in that game. Shows tremendous character. I couldn't agree with that more. Resilience. I also give a lot of credit to the manager there because and to his teammates because I think his teammates were fully, even if, and I include myself in this, even if we as fans were not fully behind Kamada, I don't think I was on him as bad as a lot of fans were. I was still really hopeful for him, but I lost faith in him too soon. And so it's the only one on here that I would say never really gave up on him and saw the quality that he had would be Animal. But I have to say he's been outstanding. And I think you're right. Like, it just shows tremendous resilience. I would also just say nice by Ebbs, really nice by Ebbs. And it's a little too far, by Lerma. Good idea, but it just doesn't come off quite right. But my point is that his teammates, I think, were always with him, and the manager never backed off believing in him. And you got to love that. I mean, for me, Oliver Glasner has been outstanding. Nice by Richards there. Nice by Yuzi. Good turn by Sarr. Not a good pass. Great turn. Scrappy pass. But we're trying to break. I mean, this is we're putting in the Pals performance that we have seen from this team to try to break early and give no space. It's over the top right. Perfect for Dino. Very good. Very good. Kamada's experience in the Europa League will be important. I think that's right. Stevie G in the crowd. I mean, I think Palace is probably Stevie G's least favorite team other than Man United. I mean, we just tortured. I mean, he is a tortured soul. Nice. Oh, good idea. Good idea doesn't come off. Fulham, City, still 0-0. Tottenham 1-0 on the Seaweed. Brentford 1-0 on Wolves. So both of those are good for us. Very composed. But I've noticed too, very composed by Richards, and that's a great ball for JP. Okay, doesn't quite come off, but I love that idea from Richards. James, glad you're here. Hendo and Munoz have pretty much been running nonstop all season. And then there's my boy Mitch for honorable mention, as he just brings his lunchbox and gives you what he's got each match. I agree with that. Good to see you, Luke. Hello, everyone. Up the Palace. Agreed, Luke. Okay, here's Gakpo. Nice. Good double out on the wing. Trying back post again and defend it again. They're going to keep pounding that back post. And alert by Hendo on the entry pass. Good entry pass from Salah, but Hendo alert to it. Villa and Man United still 0-0. Southampton, Arsenal still 0-0. Winter's Gate, I was never too worried about Kamada. For me, I need to eat my humble pie with Ebbs. I think a lot of us have to eat our humble pie there. You're not alone, Winters. I've been critical of him at times, but he has delivered in such a huge way. As Pat kept saying, moments player. Absolutely. Blaze, glad you're here. You'll never want to give class by your boys. Huge class. Credit to Liverpool for the guard of honor. Glad you're here, man. Absolute class. Hope you enjoy this because well-deserved. Champions of England. Well-deserved. City gets the goal. They are up on Ipswich now, so they're making their play to get one of those three final places. If that score holds, that will they'll be secure in the Champions League. I think it would be hilarious to see. Oh, very nice by Danny. Very nice by Danny and nice by Yuzi. 1-2. Go, go, go. Nice by Yuzi, winning it back. Very good. Ebbs. Oh. Back for a corner. That was really good. Ebbs gets it a little bit wrong, but Kamada puts it back into a danger area. And, yeah. Or I think that was Munoz, I think, that puts it back in it. Oh, wait. No, is that oh, it's a goal kick. All right. It's a goal kick. I didn't see that. Newcastle Everton 0-0. Tottenham Seaweed. Tottenham 1-0 over the Seaweed. Okay. Slow build up here for Liverpool. Out to Salah. No, Bradley. I'm sorry. Out to Bradley. Out to Salah. Throw in. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Mitchell against Salah. So we do need Fulham to lose, and we need the Seaweed to lose, and it would be ideal if Bournemouth also loses. So Kamada trying to dribble through. I don't blame him there, but he does lose it. Back to Gakpo. Richards on Gakpo. Very nice by Richards. Very nice by Richards. I think that's going to be a throw-in. I'm not sure. Is it a corner? Yeah, I think it's a throw-in. Or is it? Nope, it's a corner. Okay. Soboslai on the corner takes it short. Very nice by Yuzi. Another block out. Soboslai. Far post again. And again to Lerma. They are just going to pound that back post. Okay. Back out to Gakpo. Or is that? Diaz takes. He had space there. He has space right in the area. Gets past. Good angle, though, by Richards. Richards does force him to go wide. I mean, Hendo ain't getting that. If he curls it a little tighter, he ain't getting that. Kamada is a winner with a winning mentality. Won Europa with Glasner at Frankfurt. Agree, Simon. Long ball by Hendo. Is anybody who's listening to the game, can you hear whether or not Trent is getting clapped here? Very nice by Lacroix. Double on Diaz. Out of play. That should be a goal kick. Good defending. Good defending by Lacroix. Bournemouth Leicester 0-0. Earth is saying, as it stands, Forest will enter the Conference League in the qualification spot. That's super interesting. Nice by Yuzi. Gets it forward. Gets it forward to JP. Come on, JP. Oof. Tries to square it, and it's not a bad idea. And that's nice by Munoz to break up the play there. Nice by Sarr to get back. It's fortunate he gets him on the, it's just about shoulder to shoulder, but it is a foul. Otherwise, that's a yellow. I do agree that it would be nice to see Forrest get something. By the way, did anybody else see this? That Aberdeen won on penalties against Celtic. They won the Scottish Cup. I mean, there it is, back post again. They just will not leave that back post alone. We're going to have to be alive to that. Gakpo on Munoz. Good double. Back post again. Ebbs. And that is over. And I think that's a goal kick. Diaz gets his head to it. No. Is it Diaz that gets his? I think it is. I think it's Diaz who comes in on this a little bit. Yep. Diaz. Good defending by Munoz to challenge for it. (29:01:02), 29 minutes. Long by Hendo. Out of play. Throw in Liverpool. Okay. Not a lot changing here. Very cagey in all the other games. City is leading Fulham. That's probably the most consequential for us. Forest, Chelsea still 0-0. Oh, nice by Yuzi. Nice by Yuzi. Gets there. Come on, Yuzi. Oh, get there, JP. Get there, JP. That's got to be. Oh, is he called a foul? Oh, offside. He calls offside. Damn. Boy, this is great. Oh, yeah. Well, wait. Is he? Yeah. Yep. He's a step offside. He's a step offside, but that is terrific by Ty. If he holds his run just slightly. Unlucky. Yep. Unlucky. Ebb's gonna be lucky if that's not a yellow. It's a foul. Okay. Van Dijk just pounding it to Gakpo. Sar's there and back out. Newcastle, Everton 0-0. Hits. Ooh. Pickford with some big saves there to keep it 0-0. 31-27, 28. Liverpool back. Tottenham still 1-0 over the Seaweed. Brentford 1-0 over Wolves. Looks like Gravenberg here. Back out to Salah. Ty's not giving him too much. We'll take that. But if we really want these 3 points, you're going to have to get another goal. And that is very good by Lerma again. And nice by Ty again. Good hold up for JP. JP with Kamada. Come on. Nice. Leaves it for Ebbs. Leaves it for Ebbs. Come on. That's Munoz. Oh, off the bar. Oh. What was it called? Offside. Again. Man, that was a great move. Look at how great this is from Ebbs. Yeah, he's offside. Come on, JP. Got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. You got to watch your positioning because that could have been easy. That's had a number of big chances here. Very good buildup. I agree with that, James. Really good. The break on the interceptions is quite good. I mean, it looks good playing tight and able to break. It's Jones. Back out to Salah. He's going to cut in. That looks like a goal kick. Soboslai. So far, Pal's really not giving them anything. I mean, we're seeing some of the dangers. We're seeing how dangerous Liverpool can be in certain areas. But they're not giving him too much. They are getting back into positions. Here's Lacroix into, I think this is Munoz. Is it a throw in for Munoz? Sar. Nice. Ooh. That's a good idea by Munoz. He's trying to get Ebbs on the break. Just not quite there. Bradley out wide. He's going to look for Salah here. Very nice. This has been a very good game. Very good defensive game by Lerma. His positioning has been terrific. They can see what he's trying to do. Slot is not going to keep doing this. You know, he will get them in at halftime and they will mix it up. It's not going to be, well, or maybe it will. Maybe it will be all back post all game. But although more recently they're trying to get the entry pass from Salah's side. Very nice. Earth, I think you're ahead of me here. So don't tell me what's going on. That's nice by Sar. Van Dijk. Jones. Back to Jones. Back to Van Dijk. Looks like Soboslai. Gravenberch. Salah. Salah with the shot. Oh, brilliant by Hendo. Yeah, you're about 30 seconds in front of me, and Diaz is pissed. That is a corner. Great by Hendo right there. By the way, this is clever from Salah. That's a clever ball, and he is onside. That would have counted if he can score it. He gets a decent foot on it, but that is great by Hendo. What a season he has had. I mean, he has been so good all season. Yeah, agree with this. Yep, tremendous, great reflexes. He's been brilliant. He's been brilliant, hasn't he? Absolutely brilliant by Hendo there. 37 minutes. I can't imagine, unless something else weird happens here, we're not going to see. I wouldn't imagine too much stoppage time here, but we're coming up on 38th minute. Very nice. Bit of ping pong out by Lerma. Here's out by Mitchell. Nice by Ebbs, but gets deflected. That's cleared, but right back to Liverpool. So not what we're looking for. Great by Ty. Get in there. Get in the channel. Get in the channel, Ebbs. Good idea, but the ball doesn't quite come off. Game opening up just a little bit. It's opening up just a small amount here, but transitions on both ends. So you got to be real careful right now. Back to Diaz, going against his countryman. Nice punch out by Hendo. That was Jones who was coming in there. Looks like a foul maybe on Hendo, but There's the back post again. Yeah. Not deliberate by Jones there, but it's definitely a foul. 39 minutes. 0-0 still. Chelsea Forest. 0-0. Newcastle Everton. It's going to be nervy all around the league, and we don't have to worry at all. How does that sound? Nice, brilliant by Kamada. He's going to get yanked back. That's got to be a yellow. I think that's Gravenberch that's going to get the first yellow. He just yanks the shirt, but that's brilliant by Kamada. Free kick, 40-ish yards out. Hendo again, ole, ole. Hendo again, ole, ole. I like that, Winters. That's very good. Ebbs on the ball here. You got Kamada out to the right, Husey on the left. I don't know where he's going to go with this ball. Goes over the top. Not quite. There's Husey with the shot. And it's scrambled into Allison. Now that is the Daichi we know, who is capable of making a silly challenge, but it worked out for him. He gets back. So again, scrappy. Moves are not fully coming off yet, but Husey looks good. Husey looks good, but I think so far, who's your player of the half so far? I'm going to go with Lerma. I think Lerma has absolutely locked down that far post and forced them to switch it to the other side. And they're still going after him, and that should be a goal kick. They're trying really hard to exploit. They think that with Gay out, this has to be what they're thinking. And Zane, if you're still on here, let me know what you think about this. But it has to be that they think they can exploit Lerma with Gay out. Hadn't happened so far. I think Lerma's been terrific. Oh, ooh. That's actually not a bad ball from Hendo. Just didn't get on it. All right. We are on 42 minutes. I accidentally paused it there for a second, so looked like Lacroix just covering the entry pass. It's Gravenberch again. Going out wide, and there is Mitchell. Very nice. Intercepting on Salah. That is a good plan, that they are pressing the entry ball out wide, particularly when it goes to Salah. Ty has been particularly good. Not giving him anything. Okay, Van Dijk. Back out to Gakpo again. That's going to be a foul, surely. Foul on Munoz with the foul on Gakpo. So this is going to be a free kick from out on the left wing. Robertson going to take it. Okay. Well, you got to defend this. Robertson, free kick. Big, nice by Richards. Been doing that all season. Just knocking out those entry balls. Very nice. Wait, is that Danny that went over to, I guess, the scramble there? That should be a goal kick. Yeah. West Ham 1-0 up on Ipswich in a game of doesn't matter. Tottenham's still up on the Seaweed. Brentford's still up 1-0 on the Wolves. Forest Chelsea still 0-0. Man United Villa still 0-0. Martinez red card. Is that Villa? Is that Villa? That's what it sounds like. I have him on my fantasy team, but I don't care because I'm not really in. Just ooh, get there, JP. Oh, nice by Ebbs there, trying to get JP in. Wow, Emi Martinez red card. Whew. That's not great. That's not good. That's gonna hurt Villa's chances. They can't be happy. 1 minute stoppage time. I'm not surprised by that. Okay. 45-25. Just slowed down. Got Robertson, Van Dijk. I didn't see it. I didn't see the red, but I mean that will make very nice. That's what a genius Salah is, but they're all over him. And nice by Ebbs. Good strength. Very good. And there's your halftime whistle. So very good. That's outstanding. We'll see when Patrick comes back in. I'm just going to stop the clock here, reset. I got to reset the clock. There you go. And back to 45. So first half done. Palace 1, Liverpool 0. Good half. Very solid first half. Got to say. I think look good. Who is your player of the first half? I'm going to go with Lerma. I think Lerma was outstanding. Just covering that back post. I think Lerma and Mitchell together really just locked down that side, and so they just kept reversing it to Gakpo to see if you could get the here. Patrick, let me know what you think here. I was saying that I thought Lerma was absolutely fantastic that first half. What'd you think?
He played well. I thought Mitchell did really well against Salah. Really well against Salah in that first half.
Yeah.
I thought Kamara very tidy too in midfield.
Yep.
So I mean, it was a good half, solid half. I thought we didn't have a lot of chances, but we took advantage of the one that we had. It's a great ball by Mitchell into Salah for the goal. Really good pass.
Yeah.
And when we had a chance to counter, Ebbs linked up well. JP should have scored that goal, but he was offside anyway. Should have scored that goal with Kamara, him, and Eze linking up. But first half was very good. I thought they played really well. Frustrated Liverpool, you can tell. When they play Diaz, Gakpo, and Salah, only Salah doesn't move out off from the right. Diaz and Gakpo kind of interchange, and it's kind of hard to mark them. But I thought first half overall, very good half for us.
Yeah. Is it right to say, based on what you're looking at, that Diaz floats into the false nine? He floats into the center a lot, doesn't he?
A lot. I mean, that's what he is the false nine. I forgot that Curry Jones even playing today. He has done nothing in it. I kept saying that 17 on the pitch. Doesn't notice when he bumped into Henderson at the end of the match. I was surprised at the end of the half. I was surprised he's been very quiet. But I think
Yeah.
overall, no, I think we've done really, really well. Look at the stats now: 74% possession for Liverpool, 26% for us. XG for Liverpool 0.79 on 4 shots, where ours is 1.15 on 3 shots. We've had the most big chances. Obviously, they've had the ball, but like we've seen in the past, we don't
Yep.
care about having the ball. We care about defending and countering. So I think that's been
Yep.
a very solid half. And as I'm sure you know, we're up to 10th place now, which would be a remarkable
That's
finish to the season.
that would be
FA Cup
amazing.
win.
Yeah, that would be
Amazing, yeah.
absolutely amazing. I mean, so far results. So I think right, City ahead of Fulham is helping us.
I'll give you a rundown. So Bournemouth is 0-0 with Leicester. Fulham down 1-0 to Man City. West Ham up 1-0 on Ipswich. Man United a 0-0 Villa, but at the end of the half, I'm sure you didn't see it.
I
Martinez
didn't
took
see
out
it.
Hoyland, got a red card. Got a red card, so
Wow.
he's out. So Villa's in trouble.
Yep.
Newcastle 0-0 half time on Everton. Forest, I'm watching that game too downstairs. 0-0 with Chelsea. Arsenal's up 1-0 on Southampton. And Tottenham, yes, up 1-0 on Brighton.
Yep.
My second favorite
Up.
score of the day is that one. And Brentford's up 1-0 on Wolves. So right now, they're all going really well for us, the results. Brighton's losing, obviously, is important for us to get the top 10. And I think the other one will be oh, wait a minute. Brentford's up now. So what's Brentford up? I think Brentford. No,
Well,
we can't.
Brentford.
No, Brentford's fine. They're already ahead of us. No, I don't care. It's really
Yeah.
Bournemouth and Fulham are ones that are in and around us, right? Those two. And they're both
Yes.
not
The
really. So.
importance, it really doesn't matter. I don't really care that much. But
No, it
the
doesn't
thing
matter.
that would be funny is if the Seaweed lose and Brentford win, and if the any weird stuff happens and Chelsea drops, so that eighth
And they get
place
Europe.
opens up,
Yeah.
it would go to
That'd be,
Brentford instead of Brighton.
that, that would be great. I don't normally cheer, but I would cheer for that. Honestly, that would be brilliant. It'd be funny if they ended up just missing out on Europe and then us winning the
Yeah.
FA Cup. They're gonna be having a bad year. So,
Yeah,
but
it's
yeah,
not been good. So let's just talk briefly. I'm curious
sure.
if you have any concerns about it. But so there was a report from Matt Woosnam about if Lyon were to qualify, which they have, PSG battered
Right,
Reims. So
right.
with Lyon in the Europa League, what does that mean for Palace? Would they be demoted out, and would they be demoted into the Conference League, which is a thing that could happen? I don't think it's going to happen. I really
Right.
don't. And I think there's two things that could happen. I don't think the Texter is going to put his shares into a blind trust because he wants to take Eagle Football Holdings public here in the United States. So I don't think that's going to happen. But I do think he has a credible argument to make to UEFA to say, look, I am essentially, I mean, I know what my shareholdings say, but I have 1/4 of the votes. I am not a
Right.
controlling shareholder of Crystal Palace. And I think
Exactly.
that is a reasonable argument. I mean, where are you sitting on this,
Yeah,
Pat?
yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, what you just said makes a lot of sense. That's the reason why he wants to either buy out the other two and or leave. He wants controlling and he doesn't have it. It's been made public.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the ability to make decisions. And also, if you look at Chelsea, Strasbourg, Man United, and who's the team that they own? They own another team. United have a team. Is it Girona? No, that's Man City.
No,
Girona.
that's City. Are you talking about Monaco? I think Monaco
Is
might
it
be the other
Monaco?
one.
Yeah, but yeah, my point is that and obviously Forest Olympiacos. I don't think it's going to be an issue. The blind trust would be the best way. We say he wouldn't do that, but I just don't think that UEFA would. I don't think UEFA. I think UEFA will understand that he does not have a controlling interest in our club, so it's not going
Right.
to be a big deal. People want to kill Texter. I mean, I've seen so many negative comments, but of course it's going to happen because of Texter, and he's got his own problems, man. He still had that issue with Lyon, maybe getting
Right.
relegated too. So
Right.
you got to
Right.
deal with that. I don't think it'll be an issue. I mean, honestly, to me, again, I said it before. All I care about is the cup. Europe next year is a bonus. Whether we're in the Conference League, Europa League, I don't care. We'll be in Europe next
Yep.
year regardless. But yeah, I'm not worried about it being a thing. I mean, it's a thing to beat, another stick to beat Texter over, but I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. I'm not worried about it at all. So, and
I'm not
I'm
either.
sure at some point they talked about this on a corporate level and done some things to figure that out. So yeah, I'm not worried. So
Yeah, I agree with you there. So I feel like there's a reasonable argument. Apparently, the report was that during the Europa League final, Texter was there, and he primarily was there um, to talk to UEFA officials and say like, "Hey, you got to let us in.
Gotcha.
You got to."
Gotcha.
So I think text. I mean,
Right.
I've been a critic of his, but I genuinely believe, and I think this was demonstrated by another thing I loved from just like watching all the post match stuff, is Parrish turns around and gives him a big hug. So they've had their differences, but John Textor wants the
I did
best
see that.
for
Yeah.
Crystal Palace. That's obvious. Yeah. Um,
People don't see that part, Tim. Like, and he said in the past before. He said in the past, Parrot, he gets on with Texas very well. So it's not like they don't have an outward animosity. That wasn't a fake hug he gave him. So again, people want to make these narratives that they hate each other. No, Texas just wants control, and I get it, but
right.
it's not like they hate each other and they're at each other's throats all the time. It's not true. It's not true.
Right.
So
Yeah. I don't. Yes, it's not true. And Texter has been. I just don't want him in control because I feel like he's a bit reckless, and so I am.
I get it.
And I
I
and
get
and
it. I get it.
I will say too. I've been to maybe. I mean, love Stan. He and I are on the opposite sides of the Steve Parrish fence. And I've been a big backer of Steve Parrish, and I think he has cemented his legacy, just as Oliver Glasner has cemented his legacy as the best manager in Crystal Palace history. I think you have to at least consider that the CPFC 2010, led by Steve Parrish, is the best ownership group in Crystal Palace history. It's at least in the conversation.
Yeah. No, it's not up for debate. He's by far the best. You may not like him.
I
And
think
again, my only issue with Parrish I've ever had, I defended Parrish, was the Vieira firing. I didn't like the way it was done. But
I didn't like
honestly,
it either. Yep.
there's
Yep.
absolutely no way we do without Parrish. And again, I've got no issue with it. There's no doubt. He said he could take a next level. But he's done it. I want to put this quote up really quick because I'm gonna jump off. But
Sure.
what's that? This is very, very true, Geiger. Without Dexter, we probably don't get Glasner, because Glasner wanted him for another one of the teams, and he knew him. People don't want to glaze over that and say give Dougie and Parrish all the credit, but it was Texter actually wanted to get Glasner in, and it's worked out. And again, regarding Texter really quickly, the guy wants to win, and he does.
Yes.
Look at
he does.
Look at the track record. Botafogo won the double last year. Lyon were in Europe last year, and Europe again this season. Palace won the FA Cup.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Molenbeek was very close to getting promoted again. I think they just missed out. I got to double check that. But my point is, he's very reckless. I agree to charge, but he wins. His teams win. Facts. His teams do really well. So
he is.
And I'll jump off the second half. I'll try and catch you before you jump off for the end
sure.
of the show. But great job today so far.
Great. Thanks for coming on, Patrick. We'll see you in a bit.
All right. Take care, Tim.
All right. Keep your comments. Keep your comments coming in. Let us know how you're feeling about that first half. I agree with this, Kev. Parrish, Glasner, Zaha, all deserve that. And I loved that. This is one of the things I love about Glasner, just in general, is that he also recognizes, so does Steve, he recognizes that, and Wardy said this. I think Wardy said it most elegantly. By the way, talk about somebody who's a stone cold legend who I was so happy for with the FA Cup. But he said this as well, and I think he said it better than all the rest of them. Is like the players who've come before and the people who have come before have, like Phil Alexander. I don't know if you remember this, the old CEO of CPFC, who really helped navigate Palace through some really dark times. He was in the stands. Like, Parrish has not forgotten who has helped this club get to where we are right now. I think that is really amazing. And Wilf is a huge, huge part of that. There were also multiple players who were at Wembley. Jedi was there. Thought that was great. Damo was there. That's great. Like, these are players who have been hugely, hugely influential for this club over the years. Yeah, Parrish has final say. I think that is going to be a big part of the argument. And, David also making the point with like what Geika said, Texter's money is what helped us bring in some of those players as well as the players we have sold. I mean, yeah, facts. I mean, Texter really did help us go to this next step. He is absolutely a part of it. There's no question. He deserves real credit. I'm glad he's not in control, but I am absolutely 1,000,000% grateful for him and what he's done for this club. Yeah, and I mean, I love him. And by the way, somebody posted on social media, Animal, um, a close up of Jedi celebrating with Big Ange and the rest of the Tottenham coaching team, and said another another trophy for a Palace legend or something like that. Um, and that's right. I mean, that's a guy we claim him, and rightly so. I know that Villa also claim him, and rightly so, because I believe he's on their. I think he was instrumental to their promotion team the last time they came up. So, I get why Villa fans also claim him, but we claim him, and rightly so. He is an absolute stone cold Palace legend. There's no question about that. So anyway, yeah, we just wanted to address that quickly. Tim saying this here, breaking news, hot take: the FA Cup is not the first major trophy for Palace. I guess y'all missed the documentary, The Road to Tampa, where they lifted the vaunted America. It was the Stateside Cup. I mean, I actually did this math, Tim, and I feel this is totally shameless, but over the past, it's like 14 months, Palace have had 4 trophies, right? There is the women getting promoted. There is the under 21s Premier League 2 International Cup. That was a win. Then there is the Stateside Cup preseason. You decide how much you put any stock in that. And then you have the FA Cup. I mean, of those, the one that really matters, obviously, is the FA Cup. But yeah, so second half starting here. I'm seeing them warm up, and it looks like maybe Alexander-Arnold is coming on. So is he? I'm not sure. He might be coming on. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna put him in for the second half. It hasn't started yet for me. Yeah, right. 2 whole games to win in Tampa. Trent is coming on. Hope he's not booed. I hope so too. I mean, it's his final match at Anfield. I hope it's a good one for him. And it looks like they're clapping him. It looks like I can see that they're clapping him. So good. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, Trent versus Mitchell is going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm shameless. Yep, I am trophies, but not. We know, like, right. The trophy that matters is the trophy that we got last weekend. That's what matters. All right, I have to wait for the clock here and the kickoff. I think a lot of you are going to be ahead of me here, so I'm waiting for the kickoff and kickoff of the second half. Let's see what we get. Not yet. At least not for me. Not yet. Okay, there's kickoff. So that's where I am. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what we got. So second half. Ebbs. Back to Mitchell. Back to Lerma. Running into space. Back to Allison. All right. Well, let's see what we have here. I mean, it's a. I think you can expect that. Very nice. Good ball. Good for JP. Ooh, just gets picked off of him. I think that's Van Dijk that picks it right off him. I mean, fair enough. Free kick. Alexander-Arnold. I mean, with him out there, you have to figure they're going to try to just, maybe do what they've been doing, but better, deliveries into the box. And here comes their free kick specialist. So we'll see. Alexander-Arnold on the ball. Always one of the more dangerous. Although I maintain, I still think Danny Munoz has had a better season than Trent Alexander-Arnold, which I know is a hot take. A lot of Liverpool fans disagree with me. I get that. Totally fair. He's very consequential to them. Great ball, and that's actually into a dangerous area. Just misses everybody. All right. Rexy saying, pray all the results stay the same. Munoz best right wing back this season. Not a hot take. I mean, I don't think it is. I think he's been absolutely sensational. And it's amazing to me, Animal, that he is still, despite everything that we've seen from him, he's still underrated. The Athletic put Tino Livramento as their alternate right back. That's over the top. That's going to be a goal kick. As their alternate right back, and they put Trent as their top right back on their teams of the season. I think that's mental. I think that's absolutely mental. So hot take from me. I mean, I think, come on, like Livramento? Are you serious? Don't come on. That's not a serious take. That just can't be a serious take, can it? There's JP. Back out to Munoz. Into the area. Allison comes out to grab it. Nice by Richards. Yuzi slips. It's there for Yuzi on the second ball, but he slips. Okay. Back out wide. Look for the delivery again. There's Gakpo, Gravenberg. Back out to Trent. Back out to Salah. Against Ty. Nice by Richards. That was a very dangerous ball. Scrappy. Scrappy in front. Fair enough, Twisted. I mean, I just think it's mental that he is, I mean, that's fair. I'm not saying you should want validation. I'm just saying, like, I think it's crazy that he's, ooh, wow. Nice block. Nice block. Are they going to VAR? Oh, his hands tucked in. You can, if you give that a handball, then you're just playing homer ball because he pulls it in. Come on, you can't. Yeah, you cannot give a pen for that. Tim saying, living 22 seconds into the future. Well, don't tell me. I want to see what the call is. It's Darren England, who has not been our favorite, but I really don't think so. No, it looks like no pen, and it looks like a corner. So Trent on the ball, corner. I think that's the right call, by the way. That's a terrible ball, and nice by Richards. Good clearance. Way to win the first ball there. Very nice. Oh, get in there. He's out of position. He's out of his goal. Come on. Oh, man. That was crazy by Allison. What the hell is he doing? Mitchell with the ball. Oh, come on. Oh, and nice by Kamada. Back to Mitchell. Pressure on. Come on, Ty. Back to Ebbs. Back to Kamada. Back to Yuzi. Yuzi trying to play it to Ebbs. Little too clever, a little too cheeky. Okay. What do we got here? Who is your best midfield partnership that starts games next season? Kamada and Wharton for me. I think it would be hard to argue with that, Simon. I mean, given how brilliant Kamada has been, I think it's hard to argue that. But we have to consider that what is available to us when Decore is back. Because we all want, I think we all want to see Czech back. Because he's such a brilliant player. He's physical. He helps fill space. He gets a lot of interceptions. But it'd be harsh on Kamada, wouldn't it? Because he's played so well. And Wharton is nailed on as a starter, without question. But it's going to be really, really good to have Kamada. All right, Chelsea. Well, that would sink the seaweed if Chelsea were to win, and it really hurts Forest. Chelsea up 1-0. 1-0 on Forest. Doesn't matter to us, but it's a yeah, that's big. That is a big goal for Chelsea. All right. We are on 52 minutes, coming up on 53 minutes, at least on my clock. You guys are a bit ahead of me. Liverpool still with the ball. Van Dijk back to Salah. Good deflection. Good block by Ty. That was Neto. Oh, and it's just a tap in. That's just a tap. Boy, that is terrible by Sells. I'm very surprised that he gets himself cut out by that. That is not a great goal. Okay, free kick. Gravenberch went down. Looks like 53 minutes. Or is it a free kick? Yes, it is a free kick. Okay, Trent on the ball. We'll talk about this in a second. Let's watch for the free kick. So Trent over the free kick. This is a more dangerous angle. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna really need Hendo here. I'm not looking at the chat, but I expect Trent to go for goal on this. Similar area, and nobody gets there. I mean, I don't think that's on Trent. I think you've got to get there. Hendo can't come out. I think that's a good ball. Okay. Tim asking, like your take on Hughes was in the conversation about player of the year for Palace midseason. Has Kamada done enough to replace him as a starter? I think that he has at the moment, yes, because Kamada moves the ball very quickly. He's been excellent, but boy, do I love Yuzi. But I think Kamada and the thing that I like, that's very good by Lacroix, by the way. Quite good there. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell, good. Very good. Good by Ty. Really good by Ty. Here's Kamada. Back to Ebbs. I think Yuzi and Lerma are similar players. I think Kamada and Wharton are somewhat similar. Czech and Lerma are the most alike. Very nice by Yuzi. Just keeping the ball for a little bit here. So I think it'd be super harsh to not start Yuzi. Oh, very nice. That's nice by Ty. I think that might be out. Might have been out of play. Southampton won. Arsenal won. 56 minutes is what I'm showing here. And we do need, this is right. We do need depth. We need a lot of depth, and Yuzi is going to be very important. How are you, Abir? Glad you're here. What a day. What a day to celebrate. Gakpo, good defending. Good defending there. Back to Van Dijk, out to Robertson. Trent, ball over the top. Nice by Ty. Just out for a corner. I have to agree. For those who said Ty has been our best player on the pitch in the first half, I think all he's done is continue that. Excellent. Seaweed tied it up. Boo. But who cares? Also, who cares? 57th minute, corner, Soboslai. Nice. Out. That is going to be a goal kick. Man City still leading Fulham. Newcastle, Everton still 0-0. Tottenham, Seaweed, 1 apiece. Brentford still leading Wolves. Chelsea leading Forest. Okay. Been tough. They've really played. JP has not had the run of it. Oh, get there, Ebbs. He's not going to get there. That's great pressing by Mateta, by the way, but that's also really good. I think that's Konate that did that. That was very good. Him on the ball, because that was very good pressing by JP there. Put them right under pressure. Oh, nice. Very good. Ty gets a touch, takes that out of Salah's path. Very good. Not yet, they haven't. Although they came close to one in the beginning of the second half, didn't they? Not yet. Boy, Ty has looked outstanding. He really has been great. Just combining with Kamada. Very good. Kamada losing the ball there. A little bit too cheeky, I think. Oh, what happened here? Okay. Yep. A beer saying, "I'm good, man. Did you watch Glasner's pregame press conference?" I didn't, but I saw some of the comments where he's 100% committed to Palace, which really does my heart good. I thought that was great. I also thought he made some really smart comments about the plan. And it's not like, you don't just go and spend an absolute fortune because you're in the Europa League. You stick to the plan you have. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Nice by Yuzi. That's a foul. That's got to be a foul. Yep. England. Yep. Very nice. I think it's probably too harsh to give Gravenberch a yellow there, but it is a foul. But yeah. Oh, was it a dive? Oh, I see what you're saying. Got it. He's trying to buy the penalty. That's what it is. Okay. I thought it was the foul. Okay. Got it. Yeah, and Ty has, I agree. I have to say, you guys were right. He was terrific in the first half. I was giving a lot of credit to Lerma because they were just absolutely taking out those back post balls. But Ty has been outstanding. He really has been outstanding. Konate out. Nunez in. Is he going all out attack here? And we have Jota. Okay. Well, get ready for more pressure. Nunez and Jota on, Konate and Soboslai off. So that's interesting. JP, what a season. What a season for JP. And here comes Eddie. And Ebbs coming off. What a season for Ebbs. And Justin Devaney coming on for Ebbs. So here we go. Here we go. I mean, he could be up for a new contract, but he signed a new contract relatively recently. Yeah, I mean, I think it's been terrific. Ooh, Sar wins the header there. That ain't bad. Yuzi, and we have a foul. We have a foul. Okay. Henry, good to see you, pal. Can we start Europa League next week? I think we'd win. I think we're gonna have a shout. Honestly, I think we're gonna have a shout. No matter what, because I think recruiting's gonna have to be good. Player retention's gonna have to be really good. JP had I would say an average game today, but Liverpool, I thought, defended him pretty well. I mean, there's a reason Van Dijk is, best center back in the league. He didn't get a lot of opportunity to hold up the ball in this game. And I think some of that's the service, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to Van Dijk for that. Nice by Ty. Good clearance. I think does that go off of? I think that goes off of Salah, so I think it's a goal kick. Is it a corner? Not sure. Can't tell. Good ball from Hendo. Nice from Devaney. Nice from Sar. Munoz. Ooh. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Although I think Ebbs was pretty decent. Oh, look at that! Great from Hendo. You guys that were ahead of me. That's a good long ball there. Whew. Okay, come on, Sar. Sar out on the wing. Not the best pass. And that should go out for a throw. We'll see if Richards does the long throw here. And the seaweed up 2-1. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Spurs are absolutely atrocious. And I really don't care. I mean, if they win, they win. They're not the ones we have to be concerned about. It's really Fulham and Bournemouth that contribute to Ooh. Oh, that was Sar. Oh, man. Good pressure. So City's still in front of Fulham. West Ham still in front of Ipswich. That's great. That's terrific. Good takedown and nice shot by Sar. And Mitchell again cleaning up. Brentford up on Wolves. Chelsea up on Forest. Nice block. Jones, Salah, Jones. Nice block. That's got to be a corner. It's out to Gakpo. Very nice. And it is opening up. Yep, it is opening up. Okay. Ooh, that's last man. That's last man. Yeah, that's last man. There you go. Out you go. Out you go, son. Last man. You can't be doing that, son. Can't be doing that. Wow. I mean, that's on him, though. It's a terrible, terrible touch. And there it is, Daichi again. Is that the second time this season? He did it to Brighton. He goes for the ball again. Give Daichi his props. Give Daichi his props. Just when Animal said nobody's finding him on his runs, well, there you go, Animal. Found him on his run. And Gravenberg takes him out. Red card. Look at Daichi. God bless Daichi Kamada. God bless Daichi Kamada. Yep. I don't think I really don't think there's anything you can do about that. If you are, because he has, if he takes a better touch, it's probably going to be better. But he just takes a terrible touch and he leaves it open for Daichi. Oh, and it looks like Everton scored here. Everton over Newcastle. Ooh, that's a great header. Oh, that's a great header. What a ball. What a ball. Wow. Well, that's going to be interesting. Endo coming in for Liverpool. Looks like Diaz has gone off. So 68 minutes. Yuzi on the ball. It has been a red card season, hasn't it? Yuzi, good ball. Out there's Richards. That should be a goal kick. Get him penned in a bit. Yeah. Is it end of the red card season? Yeah. And fans, Simon saying fans way too harsh on Kamada previously. It's his first season in England, new team, new league, new style. 100% agree with that. You know, your apologies can be directed at the Animal. Those can be those apologies are very nice by Kamada. Good ball. Devaney just can't keep it there. Salah on tie, and there's Richards yet again. Brilliant season for him. Absolutely brilliant. Alexander-Arnold with the throw-in. We're on 70 minutes. This is, I mean, really interesting. Well, I mean, coming up on 71 minutes, Liverpool playing around with it here. Around the back. Eddie pressing the ball a bit. Sarr. Need the second goal here, guys. I mean, need the second goal. You want to kill the game. Back out to Salah on tie. Really nice there. Really nice by Lerma. Corner. But way to get in. Nice by Lerma again, but Ty has been brilliant. Absolutely sensational. It's been a year of extremes, hasn't it? I think you're right about this, Animal. I think we've seen the worst of our support can be this season, but we've also seen the best we can be. I really agree with that. It's been a season of incredible extremes. Got to watch out for Van Dyke. Very nice way to get up on the ball. Devaney, Alexander Arnold. I think that's going to be another corner. Coming up on 72 minutes. Fair amount of pressure. Fair amount of pressure. Need a break and get the second goal. Need a break from this and get a second goal. Let's go. Trent on the corner. Out again. Very good. Yuzi. That's going to be a Palace throw-in. Didn't get a chance to break, but very good. I can't lie. I think I rate Lerma at center back more than in midfield. Some utility player. He's been terrific. But I just think Lerma has been one of the signings of it. He's a great example of how we've done really well to generate just incredible. Okay, here we go. Nice by Richards again. I think that's a throw-in. I'm not sure if that's a corner. Might be a corner. I couldn't tell. The angle was a little weird. Yeah, it's corner. Trent on it again. Okay, let's see what happens. I would like to see somebody mark Van Dyke here. And I really don't want it to be Munoz. He's out on Munoz right now. Trent with the delivery. Get it out. Very nice. I think that was Lerma that gets the kick out. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Come on, Sar. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Did he go for goal there? I think Sar went for goal. Oof. Oof. That was the chance. Long ball to Salah. Ties on him. Very nice. Very nice. Good defending. Really good defending there. Whew. Off the line. Actually, not quite off the line, but good. Really good defending there. Jeez. Very nice by Lacroix. Eddie. That's going to be a foul. That's going to be a foul on Van Dyke. That is a hell of a ball. Oh, it's off the post. Very fortunate. I thought it was a block. It was off the post. Nice by Hendo. Nice by Hendo. We're on 75 minutes, according to me here. Felt like that was a chance to kill the game. I think it was. I think it was a great chance to kill the game, but there's probably going to be more chances. First season in many years, Kev says, I haven't been crapping myself as a Palace fan and worried about relegation. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice feeling, isn't it, Kev? Chelsea still up on Forest. Ty has really given Salah nothing. I think that's another Alexander Arnold free kick, but he's really not giving him anything. Everton 1-0 over Newcastle. Seaweed 2-1 over Tottenham. Brentford 1, Wolves 1. Ooh. Seaweed don't like that. It's not great. Alexander-Arnold on the ball. Need to defend. Get it out. Nice. City 2-0 over Fulham. That's a good scoreline for us. Dangerous ball. Dangerous ball. Nice by Richards to get it out, and nice by Munoz. Nice. Go, Danny. Go, Danny. Go, Danny. Nunez got back on him. 77th minute. It's back Van Dijk. Looks like Jota. They are just playing it back around. Like they think they're going to have a real chance here. And they might. Don't get me wrong. That's a great ball. That's a great ball. But I think... Is that a corner? Did Nunez get in for a corner? Can't tell. Brighty and Parrish. Yuzi coming off. Who's coming on for Yuzi? Played a great game. Love you, Yuzi. Okay, Essay. Romain Essay coming on. Let's go. Come on, Romain. Good opportunity. Take your chance here. Goal kick. Very nice. Getting into the area. There's Ty. Ooh. Did he just slip? Eddie just slipped. All right, let's go. Nice. Oh, that's good. What a game Ty has had. Both Steve and Brighty laughing, like it. Come on. Coming up on the 80th minute for me. I still show 1-0 Everton over Newcastle, and I show Man United Villa still 0-0, which is bonkers. Daichi. Out to Mitchell. Or no, out to Lerma, I should say. Mitchell. Ooh. That's honestly a really good angle, and that's great by... That's a foul. That's a foul. Well done. Well done, Romain. Villa is absolutely defending for their lives. I don't know. Did Man United just score it? I think they did. I think Man United got them. Ooh. Nice by SA. That's going to be out of play. Nice by Lerma. So right now, it is Chelsea and Newcastle as the final two with City in the 5 Champions League spots. So I think that puts Forest in the Conference League if it stays like this. Nice. Oh, that's honestly a good ball by Ty, but it just Sar can't bring it down. Okay, let me see. Take the chat. Man, you have scored. Ooh, so Villa would have scored, but it was disallowed? Wow, that's going to be a talking point. All right, I am on 82 minutes, 82nd minute. There shouldn't be a ton of stoppage time here, so we got to see this out and get the second goal here. Munoz with the angle, very nice. Sar. Looks like Devaney here. Out to Mitchell, out to Kamada, out to Esse, out to Mitchell. Nice by Mitchell. Get there. Oh, it's a great idea. That's a great idea by Esse. I'll tell you what, I am liking this kid. I am really liking this kid. He's well on side. That is a decent ball. He doesn't quite get there for Eddie, but I mean, he's looking good. Lerma on the long throw. We're on 83 minutes. That's flat. That's decent. Ooh. Esse back. Just take on his man. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Just got a little too eager. Little too eager. Very nice. Good defending. I think that Salah just got the goal here. It just fell right in front. Yeah. You know what? If this ends 1-1, I can't be mad at it. So that is Nunez. That's a good ball. It's a deflection too. It's a deflection. Richards gets caught out. Is it Richards? No, it's Lacroix. Yeah, it deflects off Lacroix. Okay. 85th minute. 85th minute. I mean, yeah, stinks. Would have been nice to get to 55, but let's be honest here. That's probably deserved. They've put a lot of pressure on, and there's still time left. There shouldn't be a lot, to be honest. I don't think there's going to be a lot of stoppage time. That's going to be a corner. Nice by Max. Okay, here we go. We really can't beat the 12th place meme. Yeah, I think in that case, that wasn't great defending. It's one of the situations where they've been switched on really throughout, And that's yeah, I mean, is what it is. Sometimes the scruffy goals get there. But yeah, I can't be that mad at it because honestly, Pals have been so brilliant this season. Oh, ooh, not bad. And Bournemouth 1-0 over Leicester. Too bad. That's too bad. I think if results stay like this, we would end in 12th. And honestly, is that bad? No, it's not. Okay, Daichi out to Mitchell. I mean, look, there's still time to get a second goal here, guys. There's still time to get a second goal. That is nice. Essay. Back to Daichi. Ooh, right idea for Eddie. Right idea, but just didn't quite get there. Passing has gotten loose. I'd agree. Remember, we're out without Wharton and Gay today. Agree. Yeah, defense should definitely do better. They will. They will learn. Okay, Devaney, good ball. Good ball out to Munoz. Come on, guys. Come on. I would take this late goal. Kamada, back to Devaney. Back to Ty. Out on the wing. Back to, oh! Tries to get Eddie in. Not quite. Not quite. Yep. Need a bit of magic here. Need a bit of magic. No spoilers, please. Yep. They're just playing it out back. I think they are playing for they're playing for the point, and I don't blame them. Nice by Kamada. Good turn. Good by Munoz. Munoz into the area. Nothing there. All right. We are on 89 minutes. 90th minute. How much time do we have? I didn't see what the board is. Does anybody see how many extra time, how many minutes we've got? 5 minutes. 5 minutes of extra time. Sar. Back to Munoz. Back to Kamada. Back to Munoz. No, back to Sar. Out on the wing. Just see everybody's clapping, looks like. There's Devaney. Devaney to Ty. Oh! Back to Kamada. Many. Oh, very nice. That was a decent ball. Hendo picks it up. Okay. 91, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Lacroix. Oh! That is not a... That was a decent, just a cheeky little try there. Allison gets out. Entertaining. I like it. I like it. Salah. Here comes França. França coming on. Glasner's putting on França. I don't think Wardy's going to come on. I think Wardy had his swan song against Wolves. Wait, who came off? Who came off for França? That wasn't Esse, right? What? Esse was off? What? I hope he's not hurt. Okay. Here we go. Sar. Oh, Eddie! Oh, that was right there for Eddie. Oh, jeez. Look at this. End to end. End to end. You're just going for it. Everybody's going for it. Everybody. Whew. He just couldn't get it out of his feet. Eddie couldn't get it out of his feet. I think it's a goal kick. Well, what an atmosphere. I mean, what an atmosphere. It looks like it's been amazing. And you know what? I mean, can't be mad at it. Not for me. I mean, I guess you could be mad at it if you want, because it's a tough goal to give up. It's not great defending. After defending so well for so long, it is a tough goal to give up, especially down to 10 men. But here you go. And that's going to be a foul for sure. Van Dijk. Strongly disagree with this. Strongly disagree with this. I'll explain why in a minute, Colin. But I couldn't disagree with that more. Okay, we'll see if England should probably blow right after this free kick. I'm on 95 minutes right now, so I think we'll see the free kick, and then I would expect him to blow the whistle here. And Tottenham now getting absolutely battered by the Seaweed. I mean, serves them right. They're terrible. Yep, and there it is. There's your final. Well done. Well, a great season. 53 points. 53 points. Tough, tough to give up the goal, but that's 53 points. I mean, that is, unfortunately, it's tough to go like that. But Patrick, what'd you make of it? What'd you make of it? 1-1, tough goal to give up.
I'll take it. I mean, yeah, I'm not worried about the goal. I thought performance was very good. Obviously, Liverpool wanted to not lose. They didn't care about winning in their last game at home.
Absolutely.
They got equaliser. They were down to 10 men. They fought really hard. I got no problem with the result. Happy with the
I don't
point.
either.
Already up to 11th. I know we're 10th one. 11th we finished. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. I mean, no,
Is
I'm not
that
gonna. Let
right?
me
Did
look at
we
the
did we
table
finish in
really
a
quick.
yeah, yes. Yeah, give us a
I'm just
live
trying to
table
see that
read if you
all
don't
the
mind.
matches aren't over yet. Yeah, no problem. So right now, there's some upset people in Birmingham Villa. Can't believe that result. Anyway, right now we are in. Oh no, 12th again. Ole ole. We're down to 12.
12th
I'm
again,
assuming
ole
Fulham
ole.
must have scored a goal because otherwise, how could that have happened? Let's see.
I don't know.
Brentford 1-1. Brighton beat Spurs 4-1. Those are 4 times. I don't know
Uh,
how is. Oh, Bournemouth scored 2 late goals, didn't they? Yeah, to beat
yeah.
Leicester. So
So
yeah, we're
Fulham
gonna
down.
end up in 12th, which is again
Okay.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
mean,
Yeah,
look,
unbelievable. Yeah,
great, a magical season of extremes. And I just want to I want to address what Colin said and super quickly, Patrick, and then let you weigh in here. So Colin said
sure.
Eddie waste of 30 million. I'm going to say no. You know, this is where I strongly disagree with this. And let me tell you why, Colin. The man works his socks off. He hasn't had a great season, and he got a slow start, and he's adjusted, and he's just it, sometimes the ball gets trapped under his feet. He just hasn't had a great season finishing, and I get that, and it can be very frustrating. But I'm always willing, Patrick, to forgive the player who just runs their socks off, is fighting hard, doing a job, and he did a job in multiple games. He was essential in some games. He scored 2 against Wolves. I think he's a quality player, and I think he'll come good. I am nowhere close to giving up on Eddie. I think we've got a player who we just need to be maybe a little bit more patient with. I got a lot of time for Eddie. Where are you on this, Patrick?
Listen, I made it very clear. I didn't think the 30 million was what you should pay for him. I have no problem with him. People want a scapegoat, and that's who it's going to be this year was Eddie. But he scored some big goals. The FA Cup run, and I'm not here for that. I mean, people want to complain about Eddie when we just drew the Champions Round and won the FA Cup. Listen, man, have your agendas. Enjoy. I'm not here for that anymore. I'm not here for that. I'm sorry, I can't be here for that. So,
Yeah,
I just can't.
I'm with you. So I feel like he's loving the all you need to do is listen to his interview with his mom. He's loving it at the club.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
that was lovely. It was just so delightful. So you know what?
Actually, quick question for Colin. How did Colin feel when he scored the 2 goals midweek? Was he
Yeah,
not worth the money then?
yeah.
I mean,
That's
seriously, we got. You have to like him, but we got to stop the agendas on certain players. I get it, but come on, man. I mean, the guy scored 2 goals. He should have scored today. I get it, but come on, we won the FA Cup. Can people just enjoy being a Palace fan for like
yeah,
5 minutes? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this whole Eddie
right.
negativity? I don't get it. I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't get
I
it.
don't
So.
either. The Brad has an
Anyway,
interesting.
we'll be doing a post-match reaction with we're doing a post-match reaction with me, Hambo, and I think Nick's gonna jump on after this. So feel free to
Great.
stay tuned. But go ahead. What's the question before I jump off
No,
again
it
real
was
quick?
just we were wondering why
What's your question? Comment.
SA came off for França. I
I thought
hope
he
that
got
was
injured,
just
but I'm not sure. I think he got injured, but
yeah. I hope he's all right
I don't know.
because I've been really happy with SA's performances. But why don't we leave it there? A very fair result and just an absolutely sensational season. Enjoy this. Enjoy it because it doesn't come around that much. And we've seen some bad seasons. We've seen some terrible seasons. And this has been an amazing season. So we should soak it in. Soak it in, right? So yes. And we are Palace, super Palace.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%. I agree.
All right. Let's leave it there. Join us for the match reaction. Lots to talk about, lots to celebrate. Thanks everyone. Up the Palace.
Thanks, Tim. Great job. Great job. Up the